Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar, Future Ready Today, PQC integration with Securosys REST API and EJBCA. My name is Mitch Mershon, Senior Product Marketing Manager here at Keyfactor, and I'm joined by Mark, who is a Senior Sales Engineer from Securosys, and he's going to really highlight the importance of the role of the HSM in post-quantum cryptography. And this is the final installment of our Tech Alliance Partners webinar series. So if you've missed any of those, we've had some great other sessions around PQC, so you'll definitely want to check those out. And as always with any webinar, over on the right-hand side, you're going to have access to some of those additional resources. And please make sure to pop in any questions you've got into the Q&A section, and we'll get back to you immediately on those. But without further ado, let's hand it over to Mark.
Hi, my name is Mark Balsom. I'm Senior Sales Engineer with Securosys. I'd like to talk to you today about our integration with Keyfactor solutions and how this combination can best address the upcoming challenges posed by quantum computers. And here we have a quantum computer. As you may have read, quantum computers are advancing and maturing rapidly. Quantum computers will bring enormous benefits, but there are some unfortunate implications for today's security systems. With the use of Shor's algorithm, we know that quantum computers will in the future be able to break the classical or legacy asymmetric, that's public key encryption as you may know it, cryptography that we rely on today, the likes of RSA, elliptic curve cryptography, Diffie-Hellman. These will all need to be replaced. Now, these algorithms have not yet been broken, but many analysts expect to see sufficiently powerful quantum computers sometime in the second half of the next decade. That means we could be less than 10 years away from established legacy cryptography being broken. That's before you consider the threat even from harvest now, decrypt later attacks, where an attacker collects encrypted data from an organization today with a view to then decrypting it later using perhaps cloud-based quantum computers available when the time comes. NIST announced it had standardized a set of algorithms last year. This follows on from a contest it launched back in 2016. You'll see the algorithms here. We've got some for digital signing, DSA. You've got some for key encapsulation, key exchange, the KEM algorithms, and you see there the original names that they had when they went into the contest, as well as their adopted names from NIST. More will follow. That will continue to evolve and we'll stay on top of that. So we support the ones that are listed here already. We will add support for more algorithms as they emerge and are adopted. This, though, is going to keep us busy for some time. If you're as old as I am, you might remember when the industry moved just hashing algorithms. They moved from MD5 a long time ago, but more recently SHA-1 moving to SHA-2, SHA-256, and so on. That was by itself a significant amount of work for an awful lot of organizations. This is an awful lot bigger than that. It's going to take an awful lot of planning and an awful lot of work to get to the other side. So now is the time to really start looking at this if you haven't already. What we would recommend right now, it's going to take a significant amount of time to do this, perhaps as much as 5 to 10 years, depending on the size of your system. But also, if you're looking at solutions right now, make sure you're choosing solutions that are already high performance, not just for classical crypto, but for post-quantum. They're future-proof because things are going to keep changing. They are what we call crypto agile, upgradable. You can continue to add new algorithms as they become available and become necessary. So as Securosys, we've built an HSM that's already capable of supporting post-quantum cryptography at scale. What we've also done is to design an HSM built on an underlying key management system that's designed for the architectures that are actually being deployed today. Look on the left-hand side here, you've got the traditional approach, and that might require physical tokens to be moved between the devices for manual key cloning operations, or it may require that a bunch of files are somehow synchronized and shared. The Securosys Primus HSM architecture clusters the HSMs together, actively synchronizing key material securely. That then enables truly flexible on-premise, cloud, or hybrid, a mix of the two, architectures to be deployed, with services running across traditional hosts, virtual machines, or, as in this example here, containers. You see here the keys are now protected within this cluster of actively synchronized HSMs. So Keyfactor and Securosys have worked together for a number of years now with a shared goal, helping organizations secure their digital infrastructure. By combining Keyfactor's PKI solutions with our high security hardware security modules, we've created a strong foundation for trusted digital identities. Traditionally, most HSM integrations have always been via an API and interface called PKCS 11. Our original integration with Keyfactor solutions, dating back to the prime key days, that was indeed based on PKCS 11. It's a mature standard, well adopted globally, but it's not yet been updated to support post-quantum algorithms. So over the past few months, we've collectively taken things that step further. We've joined our efforts to deliver something we're genuinely excited about, enabling post-quantum cryptography support in EJBCA and SignServer for the first time by using our REST API integration. So this isn't just a theoretical proof of concept. It's a working implementation that brings post-quantum algorithms into real-world PKI environments. For organizations deciding how to future-proof their cryptographic infrastructures, this is a solid starting point. While many HSMs may now offer some sort of early access program for testing post-quantum algorithms in some way, this combination already has the full support and performance to allow you to deploy it today in a production environment. The use, and let's just show that, the use of our REST API also enables the use of our smart key attributes, or SKA technology. So the use of any cryptographic key material could in turn then require approvals from multiple parties, perhaps using our mobile authorization app. So in terms of the specific versions, with EJBCA Enterprise, in version 1, support was introduced for our REST API for integration, moving on from PKCS 11. And then with 9.3, that then enables the use of post-quantum algorithms, those selected NIST algorithms. And indeed, in turn, as we've said, allows you to use SKA policies, including quorum approval for enhanced control. It's a significant milestone, not only for our collaboration with Keyfactor, but also for the wider PKI and HSM ecosystem. Really highlights what's possible when we bring a shared vision and our technologies and teams together. So to follow next, the second half of this year, SignServer Enterprise will also add that REST API support and in turn support for our post-quantum algorithms. And then following on, the software appliance variants already supported via P11, but will add REST API imminently. You can, for the very latest status, use this QR code to learn about the integrations on our website. So we've already spoken in general terms about our HSMs, but let's introduce them to you properly now. This is our latest second generation range of HSMs. The range starts, you might imagine, with the entry-level core device and then continues through the Pro, Enterprise, and Max variants. I'll explain a little bit more about the specific differences between each of them now. So, as you'd expect, the range starts with lower performance versions with less storage, and then that increases all the way up to CyberVault Max and CyberVault Max Plus. When we talk about partitions here, this is a mechanism for separating key material that you might have across different systems or different customers if you're hosting. You may have spotted here that we can support a lot more of these little metrics than other HSM suppliers can. But as you hopefully can see here, not only can we support high performance for classical cryptography, we have it for post-quantum crypto too. That means we're ready, whether you're looking to deploy a hybrid approach now where you're making use of both classical and post-quantum crypto together, or if you want to just deploy something with legacy classical crypto right now, but be future-proofed for a time when you need to migrate. So now a little bit about the company itself. Securosys was founded back in 2014 and remains fully Swiss-owned and independent. One of our proudest claims is that, and this is regardless of which of the currencies you think about it, whether it's Swiss francs or US dollars or euros, we are responsible for securing daily transactions for the Swiss banking system, the Swiss stock market, in total over 100 billion every day, which is something we're very proud of. That contract, we've worked on this since 2016. We've just had that renewed, and we'll be continuing to perform that work until 2034, and then hopefully beyond as well. Globally, we have customers in more than 30 countries. We're headquartered in Zurich, in Switzerland, but also design and manufacturing takes place in Switzerland. We have sales offices, again, globally in the UK, where I'm based, but also in Singapore and in the US, as well as subsidiaries set up Hong Kong, Germany, and that's growing. So we've spoken primarily about physical on-premise hardware. That same technology can be supplied through the cloud as a cloud service, what we call Cloud HSM. We have deployments globally, as you can see here. That enables redundant configurations just within regions, say just within Europe or the Americas, or across global regions, should you prefer. We're also ISO 27001 and 9001 certified, alongside the hardware itself, which, as you'd expect in this industry, complies with FIPS and common criteria. So let's share our vision here. I'll let you look at that, but also I'll mention, look, as Securosys, we imagine a future where secure infrastructure is the default, where no one has to second guess whether their data is safe or their identity is at risk. Okay, so please do use these contact details to get in touch with us if you have any questions at all about anything we've spoken about here. But thank you very much for your time today.
All right. Thank you, Mark. That was an amazing presentation. Really appreciate it. Really highlighting the role of the HSM in post-quantum cryptography and how the partnership between Securosys and Keyfactor makes it even easier. Again, as I mentioned at the very beginning, this is the final installment of our Tech Alliance Partners webinar series. So if you've missed out on any of them, definitely make sure to have a look back. And again, thank you all for your time and have a great rest of your day.